Welcome to Triggered Care. Today's story time features hammers and hatchets and blunt force injuries, or potential injuries, I should say. So, let's strap in and get going. This first one is from when I was around 3 or 4 years old. I was a wee child. My older sister is 5 years older, so she would have been about 8 or 9. And we used to play this game in our 2-bedroom apartment in the living room, where one of us would get under the blanket on the floor and crawl around under the blanket and try to find the other one and get them. And we called it Monster. It was the monster game. So one day we're playing this monster game, and it's my older sister's turn to get under the blanket. So she gets under the blanket, and I see my wooden hatchet that I got from this old-timey town museum thing. So I pick up the wooden hatchet, and I don't know what was in my brain. I don't know why. Sometimes kids just hit each other, but this was a weird impulse that I had. And I took the wooden hatchet above my head, and I cracked her in the skull. Which, thank God, it was a wooden hatchet. If that had been an actual hatchet, I would have killed her. But I didn't kill her. I just gave her a big old goose egg on her head. It made her cry a lot. And then I felt terrible afterwards. I felt absolutely horrible. And I couldn't explain it. I just felt terrible. So a few years go by, and I have a little sister who is a toddler, 3 years old. And we moved to the trailer court by this time, and it was a 3-bedroom trailer, and we're all hanging out in my room. I think I shared it with my older sister, and my little sister was in there, and my ma was in there. And there was a hammer lying around for whatever reason. I don't know why there was a hammer in the room, but there was. And I'm sitting on the floor, and my ma's sort of sitting next to me, and my little sister is about 5 feet in front of me, like waddling around, being a toddler. She picks up the hammer, and she starts walking towards me. And, at first I'm like, okay, this could be dangerous, but nothing dangerous is happening. But she keeps waddling towards me. And I look at my ma, and my ma's just watching her, not doing anything, not saying anything. And I look back towards my little sister, and she's coming up towards me, and she's starting to take the hammer back. Like and this is a real hammer. This is a heavy hammer. And she's taking the hammer back to, like, swipe down at my head while I'm sitting there next to my mother. And so when she puts it over her head, I flinch away like a normal person would. I flinch away from where the hammer would strike. And then my ma gets enraged at me for flinching. She goes, "What the hell's wrong with you? Why would you do that? Do you think I would just let her hit you in the head with the hammer?" And it's like, I don't know. You weren't doing it. You were just watching. That was a very weird moment where I had to decide, hey, I'm not just going to sit here and let my little sister hit me in the head with a hammer. Like, why are you getting mad at me about that? And this last one, I was 12 years old. So this was a few years later, when I was around 10 years old, I had this ankle injury from running down a hallway, and there was like this ledge out where you would put your shoes on the ledge because it was elementary school, but I twisted my foot on it the wrong way while I was running, and I severely sprained my ankle. And so a few years go by and I want to break my foot. Because I think life will be easier if I have a broken foot. Because that's how logic goes when you want to die all the time. So I was determined to at least sprain my ankle, if not break my foot or my ankle. And we had these stairs in our house. Like, it wasn't like we had an upstairs and downstairs. It was more like we had a trailer, and then the addition was like 5 feet lower than what the trailer was set up at. So we had stairs to go from the addition up into the original trailer. And I don't know how long I tried, but I kept running towards the stairs because it was sort of like the ledge instance where if I put my foot out, if I stuck my foot out while running, I should be able to twist it and break it. But I kept chickening, like I tried again and again and again, and every time it came to that moment to stick my foot out to break it, I would chicken out. And so, after many attempts at breaking my ankle with the stairs, I decide that it'll be easier if I just smash it. So I go to my bedroom, and my bedpost had these metal balls on each post that you could just take out. They weren't really screwed in or secured in any way, so you could just take them out. One time my mom took one out and threw it at my head, and it missed, and it went through the wall behind me. They were pretty heavy metal balls. So anyway, I fail at breaking my ankle or my foot with the stairs, so I go into my room and I take this metal ball and I just start hitting my ankle. And I keep hitting it harder and harder, like amping myself up, like I can do it. I just gotta hit it hard enough and I will smash the bones on my ankle. But I didn't. I did not smash the bones of my ankle. Again, I overestimated my strength and my ability to smash my ankle repeatedly without getting tired and sad. So all I really got to do was inflame my ankle a bit and leave a nice bruise, and for it to be sore for a while instead of actually breaking it. I think part of that was I wanted to go to the hospital. I liked being at the hospital. I was treated nice at the hospital. The nurses were always nice. The doctors were always nice. Not only that, my mom had to be nice to me. Like, she had to be nice to me at the hospital. Whenever we were out in public, she'd put on that face. And I wanted that face all the time instead of just in public. Whereas at home, it was a very different story. So, yeah, that's my story time about, trying to smash people's heads or trying to smash my own ankle. Just weird smashings to be had all around. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, I hope you have a good one.